On Monday the 16th of May 2022, the Right Honourable Sir John Major, KGCH, gave the keynote speech at the National Cathedrals Conference in Newcastle with the theme Different Country, Different Church. He rightly drew attention to the unconscionable way in which the UK is currently treating migrants, and whether the Church should express an opinion on this. Listen to what he had to say on the matter. Some argue, he said, that the Church should keep out of politics and stick to promoting faith and filling their pews. If by politics the critics mean partisan party politics, I agree. But if they mean politics in its wider sense, then I do not agree. The Church mustn't be pushed into the sidelines of life. It must be alive in our communities, in our discourse, in our daily concerns. Politics is about how we live. That cannot and should not be ignored by the Church. Is not the state of our nation politics? Are not our values politics? How can it possibly be argued that the Church should be silent on these issues? Is not poverty about politics? Yes, it is, and surely the Church must speak out about that too. Jesus most certainly did. And if any part of our nation is lost or forgotten by authority, then surely the Church should be a voice for the weak and the voiceless. And above all, the Church must remain the ultimate sanctuary for those in despair who, in our modern world, are many in number. What we are as a nation and what we stand for is a legitimate issue for the voice of the Church to be heard, and that voice must carry to the faithless as well as the faithful. In England in 1763, Lord Chancellor Henley said, and I quote, "If a man steps foot in England, he is a free man." Today, under the pressure of numbers, if that man is a refugee in a rubber boat, he receives a chilly welcome and the threat of deportation to Rwanda. I cannot believe that is the right way forward. Such a policy is not a moral advance, and I hope that the government will look again at this policy. It is wrong to forcibly transport people to a faraway land when all that most are seeking is a better life. The current policy of establishing a hostile environment here in the UK, strongly discouraging people from trying to establish a life here and treating them as undesirables, goes against everything that Christianity teaches. We are expected to love our neighbours, and the way we treat others will, on the judgment day, be reckoned as our treatment of Christ himself. As it says in Matthew 25:40, "Inasmuch as ye have done it unto one of the least of these, ye have done it unto me." And that's not to mention the shameful way our government has dragged its feet on welcoming Ukrainian refugees, as well as the many Afghans it left to the mercy of the Taliban. Along with John Major, I want to urge the government to drastically reconsider how it treats immigrants. Its present policy is a dreadful stain on this wonderful nation's character. Let's welcome migrants instead of treating them so despicably. Jesus instructs us to exercise Christian charity.